Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something?
It doesn't surprise me. Nadlan has had more to— After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses...
Well, it just so happens the questions...
Listen, we know you were rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Wheatsealing most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war, proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So,
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Wheatsealing's school of shamanism, actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Wheatsealing's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your...
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation. That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth.
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. And Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable. But based on our progress, I'd say this. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach.
Respected traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far, it kinda seems like there's unresolved tension between you two. She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you get
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine.
Ah, that's wonderful news.
Alright, let's go visit the Shaman family! Hello, are you a shaman?
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny eats the—
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans of my family have given up on passing your trial, Granny Eatsley.
Man, this is generational trauma at this point!
Un poquito, un poquito.
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from Granny Eatsley. I still get nightmares about it sometimes.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions.
Okay, so your family studied under Wheat Ceiling, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately. The techniques my family learned from Wheat Ceiling didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so during my grandfather's time, we quit the priesthood. Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. So over time, we abandoned them altogether. Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Wheat Ceiling was a genius. None of her students have been able to fully reproduce her talent.
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember anything about a technique that can decide the outcome of a battle?
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that. Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt Wheat Ceiling would pass it on to us. You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of Wheat Ceiling's most gifted students.
Well, looks like we're back where we started.
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Alier, do you think we have enough to draw a conclusion?
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could put together an interview, but that's not going to hold up an academic—
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, Wheat Ceiling's stories were passed down. Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting—
We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe understand?
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's Wheat Ceiling's personal account of the events, so it's a lot more detailed. For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuck Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you ever been to this place?
Unfortunately not.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montluçon. I don't remember ever seeing such a name.
Could your ancestors be mistaken?
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but in the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than...
If Huitzilin's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even...
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostuck cave?
Oh, yes? Can I clear something?
It's been more than 200 years.
What do you mean?
Yo entendí, nos vamos. Yo entendí el... Nos
That
vamos.
location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostuck cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Huitzilin was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle.
Vamos, ya está, Mausón.
Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with a gift as the...
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, Citlali?
Really?
Ahí
Out
va.
of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yai Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market trends. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak for themselves. Actually, Yai Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago, but it's almost impossible to get. Anyway...
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as Kitsune Guji?
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise.
Amateur.
Yo me encargo de las... yo me encargo, tranquilo. Ya sabes cómo es.
Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the site of the battle right away.
Vamos, señores.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss Citlali can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. You expect me to work through the night?
Dale, un poquito.
Well, what do you think, traveler? Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
A la hora que quieras, negrito.
He's persistent, huh?
Jefa.
How about noon?
A las...
Do we have to wait that long?
Perdón. ¿Qué te necesito hacer, loco?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning.
Sí, yo también me tengo muchos asuntos que hacer. Seguro se va a ir a tomar unas... Se va a tomar.
That's only because I have important tasks to complete at night.
Qué bien.
All right, as Miss Citlali instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the
Seguro que estos asuntos importantes son leer novela ligera. Yo la banco igual. Pero bueno. Ahí viene el pibe. ¿Qué onda?
Sorry. I just wanted to ask. Is Granny Eatsley satisfied with my answer?
Sí, tranquilo, cualquier cosa igual yo lo arreglo después. Vos tranquilo, pibe. No pasa nada.
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
Tranquilo, pibe, al pedo te estás preocupando, al pedo. Al pedo te preocupas, al pedo.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
Well, thanks for today, Citlali.
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
Siempre la bebida. No.
Wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
Esto era una plan importante.
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now Paimon's worried about your head.
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet.
No vamos, caballero, no vamos.
Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private.
Siempre pensando en todo, mi buena amiga Citlali. No vamos, señores, no vamos. Let's go. Creo que llego, ¿eh? 1, 2, 3, muchachito.
Is this the place?
No, further up.
Further up?
Nos lleva a un globo aerostático. Muchas gracias.
Oh, this is like a secret base.
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company. So I come here. Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great! The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks. Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand. It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break. And that should do it, right?
Tan rápido.
You're not wrong. Oh, hold on. Why do I still hear you in my... Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes. Oh, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this.
La comunidad de Paimon.
Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Huh. Whenever I try to remove the effect... That was just to help with the spell. Oh, shoot. I still hear you. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness.
Wait, that sounds bad.
I read that in a light novel. What?
Is Citlali drunk?
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease him. That's what Paimon would do.
It's just... I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe, someone everyone loves and respects.
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance. But it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
Citlali.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Really?
Algo así.
Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day. Traveler?
Is something wrong?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the—
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Citlali, maybe?
I'm not drunk. I remember everything the Traveler said. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep?
I'm fine. Can get home, but...
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think.
All right.
Como odio como odio que no poder escuchar onda capaz podría haber escuchado bien qué onda, que cómo lo dice en japonés, pero como no lo sé, supongo que en japonés sí está funcionando mejor. Espera la de otro. Bueno, muchachito, vamos a cambiarlo ahora. 11 justo. Yo me desespero con la aula, yo necesito que sea ya. Muchachito. Nos vamos, muchachito,
This should be the place we decide. Who knows if Citlali will show up on time? She drank so much last night, she might not.
Ahem.
Citlali!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up, that's all. Anyway, I gave everything a lot of thought, and I think you're right about something. The Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for.
So that's why you're here, so...
Traveler, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we?
Just follow me. I'll confirm the location myself.
Of course.
Algo me dice que van a hacer pelea. Voy a cambiar un equipo. Dame un segundo. Este debería funcar.
This should be it.
So the battlefield is inside this...
That could explain a lot of our academic questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual site of the battle, all...
Everyone ready?
Vamos, muchachito. Terminamos con esto. Anemo y... Me van a dar una Citlali. Supongo yo. Me meto... Me voy a meterme un caso. ¿Dónde estás? Ah, acá estás.
Want me to come along?
Tranquilo, Cartuja. Esto va a ser rápido y conciso. No te preocupes, negrito.
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
All the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my nod of approval.
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
Ahí va.
All right.
There are weapons here from every tribe in Natland. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of
Well, it's the reason I came to Natland. Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
All the bases. You got it.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
This wall is in our way!
I might have an idea. Traveler, try removing that sphere.
Déjamelo a mi... Ah.
Whoa, we passed straight through! What was that? Some kind of color magic?
It's very close to the technique Wheatsealing might have used.
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
Still, what a terrific archaeological find!
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find. Let's ride! Hold on. If we step here, we might fall through.
You mean there are traps in here?
Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because, on our person, we were carrying the same color as the wall. Let's put the spear down and see what happens. Adventure time!
Wait, what was that? What is this place?
Look! A maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This?
Huh?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. The correct?
¿Qué es esto?
Wheatsealing?
What?
No. It's just a trace of her consciousness left behind after...
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? In my opinion, it's memory. After all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion? That is why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss... I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it as color. The more cherished the memory, the more vivid its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first. Guided by vibrant colors, your capacity for memory is what... Without that capacity, enemies will fail to... So, be brave, my friends, and mark...
Any ideas, Citlali?
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to hand...
No, no, bueno.
There are monsters here too?
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago. You two! Time to end them! Get to work!
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Citlali fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death.
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze.
Oh no, more monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them.
The wind knows it.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of Eat Fleet! Full throttle!
Esto va como complicado.
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was a battlefield.
The showmanship's not bad, I'll give her that.
Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
El muchachito.
We're out! Looks like we made it through the maze.
Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside...
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a...
That color.
The die was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create... Without that power, it's just a normal die. But I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Seven Colors actually...
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's an important piece of physical evidence, after all.
No, you may not.
Que comience la batalla.
What are you doing?
Ah, you noticed my signal. Not bad, traveler. We make...
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
Sabía que esto era un interesado.
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please, that work was a commercial success across Tibet. I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like this.
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures for our research, not the artifact itself. What if it gets damaged or destroyed?
Shut it! I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of trash. I would destroy it right now if I could.
But then there would be no evidence to prove the battle took place.
What if that was my goal all along?
What?
Pretending to be a book merchant? Pretending to promote the history of Natlan and its heroes was the only way to get information. But make no mistake. I'm no lowly merchant. I am the future owner of the largest printing company in all of Teyvat. But the die in that sphere ruined all my plans before they could even get off the ground.
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands it be taken down immediately.
False claims? The die I advertised is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, even more miraculous. That substance dates back hundreds of years.
How? Creating this die is the culmination of my entire life's work. You're telling me I'm hundreds of...
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just... I know this product will be a hit. The economic boost to Fontaine will be huge. We just need to advertise it as written. Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world. All we need to do is publish something in the paper, and all of Teyvat will think it was... We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than Natlan. No one will believe such an innovative product could come from a place like that.
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations. We can't do that.
Díselo, Tila, díselo.
What if I give you a portion of the profits. All you have to do is let the advertisement stay.
Díselo, Tila.
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm dangerously close to reporting this to Monsieur Novelette.
I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. A bestseller even. But now, no one will see it as anything more than a poor imitation marketed centuries too late. No matter how good the product actually is, not a single one will sell. I will never accept that someone from this backwards, ignorant nation could come up with that dye. Not 200 years before me!
Even when the truth is right in front of you?
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. I'm already in the printing industry. I can go into publishing, no problem. All I have to do is destroy this sphere, write a detailed report about my findings, and publish it around the world. Then, the so-called truth. Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful. What happened to restoring the...
That plan hasn't changed. I will continue to spread my truth for all of Teyvat to see. Ah, you mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan? And a great shaman who, according to rumor, abandoned her tribe long ago?
No, así no. Está todo bien, decime que no soy de Natlan, eso es verdad, pero de la chamanada no. Con eso no.
From a practical perspective, there's no reason for either of you to stand against me.
Shows what you know.
Oh, since you like rumors so much, have you heard the one about what happens to people who get on my bad side?
Ah, the wrath of Granny Itzli. Like I said, our interests aren't at odds. I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation, considering Huitzilin was your rival. You've lived longer than her, you're far stronger than her, and yet, she has always been more with the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send it to all four corners of Teyvat. This part of Natlan's history will be... And in my version, I can erase the Battle of Seven Colors. You can be the one to have all the glory.
That's not real history.
That's a no then? Your history means nothing to me. But it's not allowed to stand in the way of my Mora.
Done running your mouth? Good. Before handing you over to the tribe, I think I'll have my way with you first.
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
That's right. I didn't pay all that Mora for nothing.
Wait, aren't you subordinates of the captain? Why are you helping someone who wants to erase Natlan's history?
The captain. You actually bought that? United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debts. Our loyalty is to Regrader, his interests, and his wealth.
Oh, ya comenzamos, regatero. Vamos a comenzar a pegar un par de golpes, regatero. Ya te quiero conocer, regatero. Maldito sea, regatero.
Regrader?
The captain means nothing to them. They serve a different harbinger altogether. Regrader!
Uy, pantalones, la re porquería no me cae. Pantalones ya de que mandaron esa imagen esa imagen. No me cae bien pantalones.
This man has the potential to become a giant in the printing industry and disrupt Fontaine's economic system. This aligns with Regrader's interests.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning!
I don't care who you serve. When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate.
Díselo, Citlali. Bueno, señores, si les parece bien, comencemos con esto, señorita.
Let's end this quickly. Should get close.
All right.
Let's move.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
It's time to fight.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. Keep lolling. Keep papa. Pyroclastic surge.
No llevo los teléfonos.
That's what you get for messing with the hero of Natlan and Granny Itzli. They could give Regrader a run for his Mora.
When did this person get so strong? Looks like the men following the captain failed to update us on the latest intelligence. Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own!
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself!
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into it. Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause.
You!
The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy this place, as instructed. Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at a specific time. Shouldn't be too long now.
What? This whole place is gonna collapse?
You were supposed to wait until I made it out! Are you trying to kill—
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off.
Oh.
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup plan.
Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Our surroundings look like point. She'll know how to get out of here. Let's see. Citlali!
Oh, ya perdemos Citlali, la porquería como.
Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do? The special color? The one you saw in that woven scroll? Why would it appear around... You're right. Lead the...
Vamos, vamos.
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly...
Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question will be trapped in a temporary space like this. If you cannot escape in time, it's mutually assured destruction. But I can't fault...
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions. You must have the capacity for
I appreciate the compliment. It's been a long time, my friend.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. I know time flows differently in this place, but that still doesn't leave us much time. Can you help me get out?
You misunderstand, Citlali. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory. There's not much I can do.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? The exit of your maze. You just need to tell me how to manipulate this space.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of when people leave deep impressions on each other. Their memories form connections. These connections are particularly strong between comrades, and that is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were mine, but if that color is crudely combined with this space is a combination of my color and your memories. There is no way to alter because there are no connections at your disposal.
Over 200 years, and not a single lasting connection. This is my punishment, huh?
Well, at the very least, you have a connection to me.
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not around. You said it yourself. A memory fragment can't...
Citlali.
But now that I have the chance to talk to you again, I need you to give me an answer. Your special technique. You didn't pass it on to your students, You passed it on to the rival you could never beat. Me.
So you figured it out.
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, I'm certain the technique at the center of all this is the same. But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. From your description, it might as well have been a simple... I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here.
Citlali, ever since you learned that technique, you've been able to see a special color, haven't you?
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my invention. It's something I discovered in the work of our... More specifically, you could call it the color of memories. In truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that... Yes, the technique has the power to decide... You are fated to live a far longer life than me, Citlali. I couldn't bear... So I wanted to leave a little color behind.
Your color.
One day, you too will want to leave behind your color. And
I have to get out of here. That's the only way to rescue them.
Citlali, what are you...
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I will separate...
But you could lose a portion of your memory.
I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200...